you got another hard day's work here in 10 bases.
That's right, and it looks like a certain someone decided to sleep in today. That's all right. We'll give him a break today. He was hard at work yesterday digging the pits. We're bringing in a moat.
Yeah. Working with a C4 or something. He said, like, C and some numbers.
I don't think he really understood how it worked, and I'm not one to teach him.
C2, E2, I don't know what that means. E's not even an element.
Yeah. I don't even know why it has so many E's in it. Maybe it's a joke. In the word element.
Promotion for our channel.
Ooh, fancy.
Hi there, Brittle Ransom.
Well,
that's actually a fun name for a
bot.
A shitty spam bot, yeah.
Well, Brittle Ransom, if you want to promote our channel, try tossing us a little sub, Mr. Bot. As
how do I not have mod features from?
I think you have to go in mod view. You're probably just watching it. Maybe not though.
Oh, I'm in creator view.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm having the same issue. Why? Guys, this should be easy. Oh, here it is. Bye-bye.
What do you do?
I banned him.
Yeah, I mean, like, how? So that I might...
In mod view, I clicked on the actual chat message, and it brought up a whole little sidebar of, here's this guy, here's everything they've said, and you can ban them, you can quick whisper them, you can report them, which I should report them to.
Gotcha.
It's a bot.
Yeah.
Don't buy...
We ain't need no robots out here in 10 bases, taking good, hard-working jobs from the three of us here.
Yeah, from these American citizens, these three hard-working boys.
No, Nevins, you can't get banned. This is your purgatory in which you have to suffer through forever.
Yeah, sorry, you're stuck here.
Should have thought about that before you sinned against the Christian God.
So, while this is going, I'm going to be working on the chat room as well, because I don't have that. Apparently that wasn't working. So, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
How about...
There's always upkeep to be done.
Oh, yeah. Not enough time in the day. You know, we're all about money here at 10 Paces. Let's drop the curtain, and we're running a little low. So I think it's about time for us to do a B&E, but you know, standard B&Es, they don't pay enough these days. People don't have enough money in their safes. You know, it does have...
you know,
what?
They're located in one spot.
That's true.
To find you.
We like the money to come to us. That's why we made this train station, so that they can ship money through our little town, and nothing goes missing and nothing goes wrong.
It's kind of like setting up a feed trough for deer.
Yeah.
The train station is to bring our quarry here.
Yeah, we have the normal train station and the super safe ultimate train station. And that's where we put the money to go.
Yeah.
Nevin, you got to put a number in behind that gamble. There you go. Now let's see if the bot wants to work. If not, well, just another reason.
I think we gotta reactivate the bot, but
we gotta wake it up. Let's get it down to this.
I don't know. Maybe if we get some of this money, we can look into fixing our bot here.
That's right.
Really revitalizing our casino.
Yeah, I forgot to pay the electric bill to us. Gotta hold us accountable.
Yeah. Normally we just take turns running on the wheel that powers the whole town, but
it was Dakota's turn.
Been a little lazy. Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
He's asleep in the wheel!
Oh, giving him a DUI. Nevins, I'm sorry, man. The casino's down for now. We gotta wake up that little rat, Dakota. You're the 1% well.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
let's
We
get to
get to this train robbery now.
this heist.
Now I don't want to make it too easy for you, so I think
Oh yeah, you're an upstanding lawman, right?
yeah, I can't I legally I have to make it look like I
Snicker,
tried.
tee hee.
So I'm gonna take away some of your tools while you're doing this, just because you're not supposed to be doing it with those. So if I see you acting up, I'm taking one away, just to show you a little
You gotta
slap on the wrist.
give the impression that you're still upholding the law in these parts.
Yeah, taxman's coming, and if they see me doing some weird things, they might start asking questions that I don't want to answer. All right, I got
All right.
25 on the clock. You ready?
Yeah. Tell me when to draw.
All right, I'm closing my eyes in 3, 2, 1, draw.
It's like the ref being distracted in a wrestling match.
Yeah, you just push me around a little, and then I take a nap for a bit. I heard, speaking of refs and wrestling, I heard WrestleMania happened, but I did not see any of it. I don't even know what the card was. Do you know anything about it?
I don't actually.
Man.
Like, I like wrestling. I don't follow it nearly as much as I would like, and anything I do follow seems to be AEW.
Or local?
Yeah.
All right. Do you think? Who do you think was on the card, and who do you think won?
I'm gonna say Braun Strowman. Was on the card. I'm gonna say. I think I know that Asuka's on the card. Because Asuka's been killing it. I'm sure Rhea Ripley was on the card. Is Rhea Ripley WWE?
I think still, yeah. I would have to look.
Because they are getting their time in the sunlight and
Good,
yeah. I mean, they're no Ruby Soho, but
yeah.
I'm gonna say Shinsuke was on the card. Because at this point I'm way out of my depth, and I'm just saying things I would like to have seen.
I think.
I'm gonna say the Undertaker came back.
I think Cody Rhodes.
Mankind was there. Oh wow!
He was out for injury for a while.
That's cool. I'm gonna say New Day was there.
You haven't said the one person that's always solely at WrestleMania.
Vince McMahon?
No, I was just gonna say Brock Lesnar.
Oh. Yeah, he was there, and he fought Dave Bautista.
Yeah, I was pretty hyped for that one. It was like watching a movie. Oh, they're making a movie of it.
That's actually what they were filming for.
Yeah. Straight to the network release.
That explains why live production kept coming out and moving them around the ring.
I thought it was weird that maybe someone was injured when they were trying to just pose people. It's kind of like they just did a weird like stop motion part that was kind of interesting, I guess. Rhea Ripley rocks.
Yeah, they're getting avant-garde in order to try and keep up.
Cody Rhodes against a literal gorilla. I could see Vince really wanting that to happen?
Yeah, and maybe breaking some laws to make that happen.
Yeah. No, that's not a gorilla. That's my son.
Oh, that's no gorilla. That's just
That's
that's
Jeff
just
from accounting.
the Big Show.
Yeah, it's the big boy. All right, Travis. I think I see what you're up to now with that pen. I'm gonna have to confiscate it.
I ain't doing nothing. I swear.
No, well, you can have this back after class.
Oh, jeez, I ain't been to class.
Well,
Oh, nerds, I'm in trouble now.
yeah, you just admitted to skipping class. You know what that gets you.
I've across the ass.
Boy, back in my day. I'm not even gonna continue that. Anywhere I go with that's gonna be bad.
Back in my day, did we get it across the ass and how?
And how? Let's catch up on chat, because I've been so rudely ignoring it. Nevins is talking about being the 1%. Well, doesn't mean you always get what you want, clearly. Not here at 10 paces. That's why it's your purgatory.
Ten days where you can get off on a denial fetish.
Yep. B-Void, you're a prestigious part of this town. You're the one ghost haunting the graveyard.
Wouldn't be a ghost town without you.
That's right. It's not a ghost town. Singular. OBS. Hey, look at
The
that.
sole ghost of Ghost Town. The titular Ghost Town.
You know, B, if I actually made you happy with that, I'm fucking proud. That's great. I'll yell votes from Vine from the graveyard, please. You'll be like the one rooster we have. But for vines.
Except you just wake up in the morning and it goes, I'm gay.
So no
5
head.
feet apart.
I don't know many vines. 5 feet apart. Was that like pre-COVID?
It was.
Wow, yeah, 'cause it was Vine. Well, we are a very inclusive place, so I'm glad that you're here. But Travis knows I'm easily excited. I just like to be included.
Happy to have you.
Right now, it looks like a rodeo.
Oh yeah. So far that looks like a wall, but that's gonna change.
That will change. I don't know if it's because of your commas that made me read it like that, but I was definitely reading that like Ram Ranch. 2 guys chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay, 4 a.m. Loud enough to wake everyone.
Two guys.
two fellas.
Nah, Vine's dead. We're on the next big thing. You heard of this E-Bombs world?
I hadn't. I know that much. Travis came and showed me it, and he was like, "This is it."
It's the next big thing. We put all our money into E-Bombs world.
I'm pretty happy with that decision, if I'm being honest.
So all those subscriptions, that's directly where your money is going.
I hope you're happy with where you're at with that little dust cloud, because I'm gonna have to confiscate that eraser tool.
But I was using it!
Well, you should have thought about that before you used it.
You caught me erasing.
Yep. E-bombs, I'm not gonna tell you to Google search that. You don't deserve the eraser. B-Void's telling it like it is. You know, sometimes I have to rein in my tongue a little bit on this show.
I'm glad you keep it civil.
Yeah. You gotta lasso it in. You know, they tell me I'm supposed to be impartial, but that's difficult.
Yeah, but who's gonna enforce that? The other officers?
The audit. The tax man.
There's definitely not Cairo when we need them.
Right.
We need a lawyer here.
Oh, scratch it off, guys. He's not even fucking here.
I'm nothing if not a sucker for the tropes.
Yeah.
What can I do? Oh, I know what I can do.
You told me you can just say B. Well, I will remember that. Thank you. How's your day been, B? And I guess anyone else if they want to chime in, but you know.
Ah, beans.
Oh, whoa. What happened there?
Just some selection shenanigans.
Gotcha.
This should work. Alright. But I've wasted so much time just figuring this out.
Yeah, that can happen.
It often does.
I just did 6 hours of chemistry schoolwork, and now I'm gonna get some cookie dough because I was very brave. You were very brave, and I'm proud of you.
You earned it.
Holy shit, 6 hours? Even 1 hour would be worthy of cookie dough. I think you've earned 6 cookie doughs. What kind of cookie dough? Yeah, get yourself that treat.
I'm making the most of this.
You better hurry, because
Ain't much left of it.
yeah, I'm feeling a little greedy with my hands right now, and I'm kind of eyeballing that pencil tool. Yeah.
You know what? Take it.
All right. Well.
Here.
Ah, my eye. I'll
Think
be right.
fast, dick.
I thought slow, and now I'm one eye down. Let me just go pop over to Dakota's little sleepy spot. Let's see how he likes missing an eye.
You gotta gouge it out and take it from him.
I mean, he's gonna offer it to me, but yeah.
I could have been doing this so much faster the whole time. Well, it's like my friend Sonic says, live and learn.
Gotta go slow.
Riding on the edge of tomorrow.
I started watching a show. Okay, we'll play. Wait, I may have already told you. I don't think I did, because it was pretty recent. I started watching a show. I'm about 15 years late, and it was very, very popular. What show did I start watching?
Uh, 15 years, so that puts us at about 2008. Adventure Time?
No, I've seen all of Adventure Time. I watched that as it came out.
Oh, okay. Oh, Bunny has a good guess there.
And Bunny is correct. I started
Nice.
watching Breaking Bad. I like it. I kept seeing clips on YouTube of what turned out to be the first episode.
Oh, nice.
And,
Yeah. It's when I started way back, but never actually finished.
Cranston's so fucking good. Like, he's why I'm watching it.
Oh, absolutely.
And the wife, as he so eloquently put it, can crawl out of his ass. Because she's the worst.
She does a good job in that role, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah, absolutely. But I don't.
she got a lot of hate for that role, unfortunately.
She does it really well. Like, I can separate that. I just don't like the character.
Yeah, she's not a good character, but is a really good foil to the whole situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I started rewatching it, but then I started watching The Sopranos instead. And then I even took a break from that.
Oh, well, I mean, it's very long content. It'd be like saying I'm going to watch The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. Like, you're not going to do that in a couple days.
Yeah.
And if you did do it
But-
in, like, a weekend, you're not going to remember it.
Yeah. How far along are you in Breaking Bad?
I think, like, 4 or 5 episodes.
Okay.
I can just check Netflix, but yeah.
Yeah. I forget how much they do in those episodes.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know where it goes.
Yeah, just some of some of the very iconic moments that stick out for me are all from those first slew of episodes.
Oh, I'm only halfway through episode 3.
Dang.
Yeah.
You had a fun ride.
I'm excited. It's good. I just avoided it, I guess. People got overhyped on it, and I was just like, I'll watch it eventually.
Yeah, it's real neat.
Speaking of being overhyped, I'm pretty. I've heard a lot about that Zoom tool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, I haven't even been using that much.
Well, perfect. You don't need it.
So here, zoom in on this, sucker.
Is that a butthole? Travis.
Take a look at that.
Yeah, I've tried to stop avoiding things because they're overhyped. Because, I did that with Homestuck, and I loved Homestuck. I did that with One Piece, and I loved One Piece. Loved One Piece. Still,
In that same vein.
yeah, I'm still not a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, but I'm sure at some point I'll come around to that. I know, and for some people that is pretty controversial.
In that same vein, though, I went back and started watching Attack on Titan,
Fair, yeah. What do you think?
and I feel bad for ever having poo-pooed it as hard as I did, because it lost me significantly during season 2. But nah, it turns out it straight up rules.
Hell yeah. I haven't really given it too much of a fair shake, if I'm being honest. I think it's ending pretty soon.
It is. They're on the
The final
season, part 2,
Yeah.
385 over 2 days.
Yeah, way to Kingdom Hearts it.
There's another bingo box. Honestly, one that I don't think has come up in a number of streams.
That's true. We've been doing real good with our addictions. Overhyped's the number one reason I refuse to watch The Office. It's just out of spite now. I understand that The Office is good. I assume you're talking about the American version, the one that people talk about. The one with Steve Carell and other people.
Yeah, I'd say watch the first 3 seasons.
I would have to. I don't know where the 3rd season ends up. I have seen a good amount of The Office. It used to be my smoking show. So, get into the dank tank and smoke a couple bowls. But yeah, I definitely recommend watching it, but I also understand that if you feel overhyped about it, it's not new anymore. I think that was another 2008 show or somewhere around there. Man, TV used to be...
Oh, that was in its prime.
Yeah, TV used to be banging. I don't know what's going on with TV now.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's all streaming.
Ooh, what are you using right now?
Lasso select tool. Ride 'em up, cowboy. That's what cowboys say, right?
Yeah, that is a pretty nice tool. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Don't you dare.
I would
Don't
never.
you get between my lasso.
You don't want to get between a man and his lasso tool. Oh, it's just so shiny and nice. I like it. I think I gotta have it. I'd apologize, but I'm not sorry.
You can pry it from my cold, dead hands.
I mean, that can be arranged. You are an outlaw. No one will miss you. Except for me.
Fine, take it.
Maybe Dakota. Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna use this here spray gun to tag the sheriff sucks butts on every wall and every public toilet.
I mean, that's what you said last year, and then, don't you remember who had to clean...
Yeah, guess who sucked a bunch of butts?
And do you remember who had to clean that up?
Yeah, Dakota.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
I break with tradition.
Bunny, I hope you're having a good night. I hope everyone is, in fact. I won't steal that.
Except for Nevins, who is trapped in here in purgatory as punishment for their crimes on Earth.
Yeah, of course. It can go without stating, but it's still nice to state it all the same. Oh, we were talking about Sonic before this, because this is the Sonic Frontiers soundtrack that you guys are hearing. At least I hope you're hearing it. I'm hearing it. The Sonic, like, all the voice actors are the same voice actors that they have been, just doing different voices. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, I gotta listen to that.
Yeah.
That's Sonic.
Listen, just because they renamed War Crimes to Nevin's Time doesn't mean I deserve this treatment. Well, no, that was out of respect for what you did.
Oh, he's going Nevin's time again.
Yeah, at first they thought it was just like, I don't know, maybe a nap time or like sicko mode or something. No,
Hey, it's a
it's
particular brand of sicko mode.
that's true.
Yeah, listen to that Sonic voice. How much time we got?
You got 1 minute.
All right, I'll listen to Sonic after that.
That might be a good call. Now, is this an admission of guilt, Travis?
Is what an admission of guilt?
This picture that you've drawn me.
No, this is just
This fan art.
Yeah, it's just a fun thing.
Fun
that
little what
I
if.
completely thought of on my own from my brain.
Okay. Whoa, that's fun.
So I can't do that. So what I can do is I need this. And I'm gonna get that.
That's
my
time,
running
but I'm
spray.
gonna go use I'm gonna go pay a visit to the cactus. I'll
I
give-
hear what you're saying.
Give you a little bit of extra.
Ah, it's all tools, everybody. I nabbed him off his belt when he wasn't looking. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. Where is that running spray? There it is. A little darker dust cloud here. It's not even showing up at all. Which means I'll go to my soft spray. Now let's get some texture on there. Get like a nice dark color. And we'll change this to multiply maybe? Or overlay? No. Normal. Yeah, and I think that's about what we're gonna get from this. So, Nevins, have you had any Nevins time lately? By which I mean, have you been spanking it? How is everybody out there in Chatland? I want to thank you personally. Just a hard pivot of talk of spanking it for joining us last week at our big old hootenanny. It was a blast. We were happy to have had you all there. Yeah, it was really great, and we're excited to be doing this for 9 more years, because I don't know, I guess we set a time frame for this. 1 pace per year, taking big old steps.
Maybe next year we'll be 2 paces. We'll see.
2 whole paces.
Paces. How do we do it?
What do you think's waiting at that 10th pace?
Man, I can't even tell you. I can't tell anyone.
I hope it's the One Piece.
It could be the One Piece. I won't tell. I'm definitely not in talks
now,
with Oda.
while you're here, I'm gonna use the cactus.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But I'll keep it ear out while you tell the people what you feel about my completely inadmissible in court drawing.
Well, I hope you used all of your time wisely. I really like that dust cloud you got going. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know how you did it. I was gone for a bit, but I think that's very neat. I like the sort of sketchy coloring that you did. It makes me think of a wanted poster kind of. I think when you were talking about you could have done this easier, I'm interested in what you thought about that. Were you talking about like the coloring of the train cars? I like that you have them segmented. I wasn't sure why you were doing that at first, but it's because when train cars are turning, they're segmented more. So that's a good idea. I like the little speed lines on the windows. I think you can make a lot of money in that line of business. Not that I support it. That's the sheriff. Yeah. Went too wild with it when you were streaming last week. Yeah. You guys went so wild we had to shut down the casino and do a little vacation. If you know what I'm saying. When the boys are away, the sheriff will play. I don't, ooh, I know what I can do. Sorry, not.
Oh, I'm back. The law's back in check.
Oh. I was just about to,
Keep the peace?
Yeah. Wait, why is Sonic showing that? Yeah, I was just about to keep the peace, of course.
I drew that.
It's pretty impressive, honestly. I'm very happy that Sega decided to finally show us some respect.
Yeah, about time.
Yeah, it took them a little longer than I anticipated. I'll admit that, but those brand deals, man, they're nice.
Don't I know it?
So I mentioned I liked the coloring you had. It made me think of a wanted poster. You think you could help me out a little outsourcing for your friendly sheriff?
Yeah. I mean, casino's closed, and I blew all my cash in Vanuatu.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you need some cash. You dirty.
Can I have my tools back?
Yeah, you can have them back. They're just in the pile over there.
Oh, those are my good tools.
You should have told me. I would have put them in the good tool pile. Alright, I got a couple eyewitness reports about a train robbery. And, I think I'd like you to help me really nail this person down.
I ain't no rat, but...
Well, I'm not asking you
yes, pen and paper is my trade.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to... oh my god, I was trying to fix... I thought there was dirt on my monitor, and it was your cursor, and I was trying to fucking wipe it off.
Try and get it?
Oh, fuck. No, what the fuck is up with this dirt? Alright.
It's fun, prankster. I got it at the Goofery store.
Now, I will say, I've heard report that this person may be a cartoon character. It's such a wild claim, but I
say that about you all the time.
They're just such a character. But I think
all right.
I got a couple details in mind that I can share with you.
Uh, let's. All right, let's get like a good base started. How would you describe their face shape? You got kind of a round face, kind of angular.
Angular, definitely angular.
Okay. Narrow,
Um,
or just, I mean, kind of middle of the road.
there are some narrow elements, but there are definitely some big elements. There are some parts.
All right.
It doesn't quite fit a typical head shape.
Gotcha. Let's get some of those big elements. What would you say is big on them? Like
I
big
think
nose?
I think pretty large nose, but the biggest element would have to be their jaw and chin.
Oh, like how big are we talking?
In terms of ratio, I'd
Like-
say the jaw and chin's
Inhumanly large?
Oh yeah, it's probably like a third of their face.
Something like this?
Yeah. Well, zoom out a little. Yeah, that's
This is where the chin would be, and this is about where the chin I'm picturing now are.
Yep, that's closer to what I am.
Is it the crimson chin?
It is not the crimson chin. That'd be pretty funny. No.
Gotta get back to my good eraser.
Yeah.
Is it the evil crimson chin?
Nope. The nega chin.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I missed it, but where's Dakota? He's asleep. He's supposed to be powering the casino, running that wheel.
Yeah, it's all powered by a single human running on a big hamster wheel through a series of levers and pulleys and
Carrots.
steampunk generating technology.
We got him a little,
kinda
little
like-
carrot hat.
Jim West, Wild Wild West.
Oh, he's just in chat. You're supposed to be running the wheel, Dakota.
He's a truant! Wait, this isn't Dakota in the wheel. It's a bag of flour and a volleyball with a crudely painted face on it. Oh!
Got us again. I'm not hearing a wheel squeaking. That's right. Is your feed?
I gotta draw.
Oh, yep.
Is my feed what?
Your feed, not your feet. We're not talking about that again.
Is my feed coming through okay?
Yeah, you're good. It hadn't moved in a bit,
Okay.
so I wasn't sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, so what are we looking at nose-wise? You said it's a pretty big nose?
Pretty big, not nearly as big as the chin.
But still big considering how big this chin is.
Yeah. Definitely pronounced.
Square or
Angular.
round?
Triangle.
Angular. Something kind of like...
Wider or bigger.
Bigger...
Shorter, but...
Wider would be like... So kind of...
Let's see.
Let's move on to the mouth.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to kind of balance these things out.
The mouth is pretty big.
Lippy?
No. No lip. I
Okay.
mean, like, they're... Yeah, no, like... Yeah.
Any... How do you say the shape of the mouth is?
Pretty simple, but it does take up the majority of the face.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
This character does have a pretty common expression.
Is it a smile?
It is not a smile.
Is it a frown?
It is a frown.
Oh no. Why are they sad?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I think
is it Jay Leno?
It is not Jay Leno. Yeah,
he's kind of a cartoon character.
He is pretty cartoonish.
All right. So you said the mouth is pretty simple. Is this about it? Any other defining mouth features?
No, you got it pretty good, honestly.
All right, let's go into the eyes. We talking like big anime eyes? Fun cartoon shapes? Are they handsomely debonair?
They're not very big eyes, and they have glasses.
Not like that.
No, you don't usually get to see their eyes because of how the show is stylized.
Gotcha. The show? I thought you ran into this person.
Well,
robbing a train.
They're on a show.
Oh.
Yeah, they're a famous actor.
We talking like big roundy
pretty
Velma specs or
pretty small. Kind of
small,
what you
square.
kind of round. Kind of what you would expect out of this sort of person.
Oh, like a steampunk, like Wild Wild West, Jim West Desperado.
Rough Rider? Nah.
No, you don't want nada.
Yeah, so...
And did he have maybe like a big brown hat?
Yeah, I would say that'd be pretty characteristic of this person, I think.
Yeah. And then kind of like an old cabbie hat. And then maybe an ear somewhere around here.
Pretty big ears. I think a little bigger than that.
Gotcha. So, is it...
Yeah, that's closer.
Gotcha. And then you turned away and looked back at him, and all of a sudden you saw something kind of like... I don't remember exactly how it goes, and remember I'm just kind of going off of hearsay.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of seems like
something kind of like this, and it was green.
Yeah, he did have that. Do you know who this? I mean, you said you're not a rat, so I won't. I won't ask. That's looking a lot like our man.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't never seen him, but...
Do you have any idea why you might be sad?
It has something to do with his hat, right? I mean, not that I don't know the man, but...
I mean, it might, or maybe there's like an outside force that's just constantly dragging him down every day. He comes home and it's always there, just nagging and trying to get him to do stuff.
I did hear him say something about a stupid dog.
Stupid dog. You could. I think you're right. I don't know. This is a lot to work with, so thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So, for those of you who hadn't got it by now, I had him draw Eustace.
Eustace Bags.
Yep. Do you remember the episode where he tries to, he like keeps getting mad and like he's gonna explode if he gets too mad or something like that, and like he tries to like thread a needle and just gets like...
I don't, but that... Wait, no, I'm getting vague memories of that. It just resonated, it resonated with me on a very personal level.
Check your Discord and see if that image brings back some memories, because it did for me.
Yes! Fuck. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that episode in particular, I think I kind of blocked out.
Oh, I can't. Damn it! It's showing the one picture that. Oh, it's kind of showing it. Here you go, chat. This picture's what I was talking about. It looks just like him.
Is that the reference picture you were going off of?
No, it's actually going off of like this.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty 101.
It really is. Yeah. Damn, you did a great job.
Remember the episode where he gives his child self a hat in the rain?
I was trying to remember where the fuck his hat came from.
Well, I think he was hallucinating because he was like trapped outside in a rainstorm.
That sounds familiar. I need to rewatch
And he gave
that
Courage
show.
his hat because he hallucinated Courage being his child self.
Well, that's really sad and probably very nice. Courage is such a good show. I want to rewatch that and Hey Arnold.
Yeah, Hey Arnold is iconic. Like, it holds up consistently.
It might be one of my favorite shows. Like, it's so fucking good. Every time I talk about it, I just fucking gush. Like, it's such a good show. Have you listened to the soundtrack? Like, recently?
Not really. I know it has a lot of Miles Davis.
It's so good. People say this about, like, the GoldenEye soundtrack or whatever. They did not need to go so hard.
Yeah. Because, like, I didn't start listening to Miles Davis until my early 20s, and then I think it's called Blue on Green? Or just Shade of Blue or something.
Something like that. I have no
Kind
idea.
of Blue.
Kind of Blue?
Kind of Blue is that song you hear during any kind of, like, melancholy scene, typically with Arnold.
Oh, I need to enlarge Kirby. Hold on.
Oh, oopsie doops.
Yeah, whoop. Sorry, bud. Thanks for the points, sucker. Got him.
No refunds.
Yeah, because I don't know how. So, sorry. Is that big enough for you? Because that image was fucking huge. I'll do this in studio mode. Hold on. You guys don't need to see this. Or is seeing me struggle with OBS part of the fun?
It wouldn't be a 10 paces without it. While you struggle with that, I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick.
Alright. Make sure you guys hydrate. It's important. You don't want kidney stones. There you go. You got what you wanted. Dakota, we need a just a cutout of that Kirby without the extra stuff, like without the background and everything. I'm sure that'll be easy, but I don't want to do it right now. I heard the Dungeons and Dragons movie is surprisingly good. I haven't heard anything specific, but that it broke a lot of sales records. Or not records, but it's already made its money back, I think. Just in like
critics love it.
Yeah, I haven't heard what people say about it, which is what I'm going to care about.
Yeah, I'm going to see it with some D&D folks.
Oh yeah.
So I'll report back for sure.
Please do.
I am a little trepidatious about it
Well, yeah.
because I feel like it's going to be certainly subject to that Marvel's, unique brand of poison,
Yeah. Yeah.
comedy poison.
I do worry, everyone's gonna need a quip and a little like that's what this guy does. Aha. And like
Yeah, which
that,
I mean is D&D,
it is
but
D&D, but it happens
do
more
better.
organically, and I don't know if they're gonna understand that in an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, and also like none of the none of the core group really seem to be kind of like fantastical D&D peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would have loved for a main character to have been like an orc. Don't see a lot of dwarves, and I don't know. There's just like a lot of fun things. Like they included a lot of fun, character choices like the Haringans and stuff in more recent books that they could have included.
Yeah. I've literally seen nothing about it aside from they're making a D&D movie and it's like actually D&D. Nevin says apparently a lot of the actors are fans of actual play shows. So that does give me hope.
But I mean, at least give us like a tiefling.
Yeah, definitely.
'Cause
Is it all just like human party members?
it looks like it.
Ooh, that's a misstep in my book.
Yeah, because every first party is gonna have a tiefling.
It's true. And most second and third parties.
Yeah,
Because
most
tieflings
parties.
are cool.
Yeah.
Cozy says, or Bunny says, I'll probably watch it or have a watch party when it goes online. Hell yeah. I'll definitely see it at some point because I'm just interested. If it's real bad, then that's why I'll see it. If it's real good, then that's why I'll see it. If it's just whatever, then I don't know. I'll see it in like 10 years on Netflix or something.
Honestly, that's how I feel about the Mario movie, but I still want to go see it.
Yeah.
Take part in more so to take part in the
event.
experience of it, yeah.
Yeah, you want to say you
Because
did it.
I don't have terribly high hopes for it because the studio behind it and like as involved as they are, I'm not huge on the Hollywood A-list voice acting cast. I know I'm probably the first one to say that, but yeah, like I like Anya Taylor-Joy as an actress, but I don't know. Wasn't doing it for me for Peach, and I just want Charles Martinet to voice the whole thing.
Yeah, me too. And people are like, "Oh, it'll get grating," and I'm like, "Not really. I've heard him talk before."
Anyway, since Dakota's not here to harsh our cool studio vibes, do you want to work on dropping that fresh science we were talking about?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Dakota's all like, we're banning music from 10 Paces.
Yeah, what's next? Dancing?
Yeah, not... And then what? You're gonna ban some of our fun little, like, games we play at the Dead Man's Walk-In? You're gonna ban cards and pool? Like...
Yeah, and that game where we tie a guy to a board and throw knives at him?
That's... He likes it, okay?
Yeah, he wouldn't be there if he didn't like it.
Alright. Yeah, I think it's time to start workshopping that album.
Yeah, so, I know we haven't really settled on a band name, but what's really standing out for you?
I kind of like, Impulse Reaction. It's not bad. Parliament of Fools. Dime and a half dozen. None of these are really pushing up daisies.
I'll leave it to you to call what we're calling everything.
All right. I think we're gonna go with Patient Zero.
Okay. And what are we thinking for is that the album or the band?
That's up to you, but I think the second part of it might be Beggars and Thieves. I got
okay. So I'm definitely thinking Patient Zero for the album title.
Okay.
But the fact that it's Beggars and Thieves is going to change the vibe of this whole album.
Okay. How about this? Don't push this button. We can.
Man, I'm gonna need you. We're gonna have to settle on something. I'm cool with Patient Zero and Beggars and Thieves.
Okay,
it's just
let's
I'm gonna have to change
that.
If Beggars and Thieves is the band name, I'm gonna have to change the style of this album title. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's stick to our guns here.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I'm feeling it. What's this? It's happening.
All right, we never discussed it. How long do you think you want to work on this before Dakota gets back?
Ooh, we gotta work quick. I mean, we could probably give it a good 45, but we can certainly push our luck if we're feeling it.
If we hear those footsteps. It's like sneaking on the family computer at 11 o'clock at night. You know you're not supposed to be online.
Yeah, to go to stickdeath.com.
Yeah, I gotta play some RuneScape.
But no, I'm so quiet, they don't even know.
My parents thought they were slick because I had a computer in my room. They thought they were slick when they took away the Ethernet cable. Little did they know, I know how to reroute Ethernet cables. So that punishment didn't do much for me. Eventually they caught on. I don't remember how.
They were just inspiring you to learn and adapt.
Yeah. Oh lordy, he's coming. Kirby,
we better hurdy.
Let's hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, we can play a hurdy-gurdy on this album.
Ooh, we definitely should. I think a hurdy-gurdy and what's a really good percussion? Oh, some of those wood blocks.
Yeah, and a big tub bass.
Yeah. And I think also another great percussion is the washboard.
Ooh, yeah. So basically we've got like a folk punk album.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, what are we gonna... And, because it's folk punk, you don't want to get too literal with it.
Yeah.
Gotta leave some room for interpretation.
Yeah, you want it to be one of those albums that you put on and then, look at the album art. You're like, what does this mean in context of the album and itself? You want to have that deeper meaning.
So, I'm thinking... just gonna start off with a hat shape.
That's almost the first thing I gave you.
A hat shape?
With Eustace.
Oh, yeah.
I would have just given it away too quickly, I think. I've been playing Resident Evil 4 recently, the remake. It's really good.
Oh, yeah?
I was pretty worried about it, because I love Resident Evil 4, the original, and the remake's so good. Kirby's in Discord. Okay, I have to do that then.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, I'll get him out of there.
He's got Dreamlands to save.
What have you done? Okay. Oh no, it just looked weird on Discord.
Because
It
probably
looked like-
gigantic.
It's partially transparent, so the darker background at Discord looked really weird.
But yeah, how's that RE4? Because I've heard consistently good things about it.
Oh, it's really good. It's hard. Like, it feels harder than the original game. They play with your knowledge of the original game. Like, they definitely include some little, like, jumps or whatever specifically for people that play the original. For instance, in the starting village area, there's this tower that in the original, if you go up it during the whole villager chase beginning, they start throwing like incendiary grenades at you. In this one, whenever you take a step on top of the watchtower, like you climb up to it, the ground just breaks and you fall down.
Oh wow!
So like they've and I know that sounds so like inconsequential, but for a game, if you've played a game for like 15 years or whatever, and then that happens, and you're just totally not expecting it.
Yeah, that's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Add some freshness to it.
Oh, they've even like added in new enemies.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they are not afraid to change it up.
Now, is this one playable in VR?
Not yet. I think they're adding a VR mode for it.
Gotcha.
They're also adding a Mercenaries mode, if you know anything about the other games. Mercenaries, basically, you get to control characters that you normally wouldn't, like Wesker's one of the main villains, and you get to control him, or Krauser is a villain in that one, you get to control him. And it's like an arcade mode. And
That's cool.
Yeah, and they're adding that in as a free DLC pretty soon, like in less than a week.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
Good for them, because
yeah.
you know, Capcom's kind of had a track record of not necessarily catering to the fans or really putting their best foot forward.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear they're, really trying some cool stuff.
I think the recent Resident Evil remakes have been going really, really well, so they might continue down that route. As much as I would like to see new games, I mean, these are not, they're not just cash grab remakes, I feel.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, they actually take the time to see what worked about them and what could work a little better. If you remember Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, they completely changed the control systems and everything to the more modern Resident Evils.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no way to get away with tank controls.
Not anymore.
On that subject, though, I would love to. I don't know how well I would fare. I'd love to try and play Parasite Eve again.
It's really good. I mean, I've seen the second one because Oigle is streaming it.
Yeah, that's a game I have strong developmental memories with because my older brother got it.
Huh? I've never played it. Either of them. Well, I guess...
it's horrifying. It was definitely one I was watching from hiding, beneath the covers or behind the couch or whatever.
I mean, I really like. Wasn't, unless I'm thinking of a different game, wasn't that like a horror RPG? Sort of.
It was basically Resident Evil, just another Resident Evil so tank controls, kind of set stage rooms, fix camera angles.
I don't know why I'm thinking that it had some weird kind of turn-based combat.
I don't know about 2, and they could have radically changed things for 2.
Maybe.
But,
I think it was just like you had like little like combat zones or something, and you had like
that does sound familiar.
You had like an action timer, if that makes sense.
That does sound familiar. But I can't say for certain because, again, I was looking like...
Yeah.
Peering between my fingers as my hands were covering up my face.
I'm pretty sure you also have like weapons and stuff with stats. I think it was made by Square even.
Yeah, it was a Square game.
That's okay, so I'm probably correct about the things that I remember because it sounds like a Square thing to do.
Yeah. I just remember like one big kind of not a xenomorph as like one of the main enemies.
Yeah.
And then like them going into a testing facility and there were a bunch of like there was just descriptions of what you see in this window and it's a bunch of lab monkeys going nuts.
Oh. I remember
and it's very a very grim description of that.
Yeah.
Those are the things that really stuck in my brain.
I remember the main character shotgunning dinosaurs in like the police station or something.
Dino Crisis.
Is that Dino Crisis? I guess yeah, that is just fucking Resident Evil reskinned by the same people.
Resident Evil dinosaurs.
I mean, that is a cool concept. But yeah, you're probably right. That's probably Dino Crisis. But if it isn't, Parasite Eve is really weird.
Well, I mean, Resident Evil's really weird.
This is true.
I was listening to a podcast I follow where they found a script that George Romero wrote for the original Resident Evil movie. And what he did to write it, he had no interest in the game, but he had somebody play the game for him to watch so he could write the script for it.
I think they've always just wanted them to be movies, but now that, you know, it's kind of like Kojima. He's always wanted to make movies, but he makes games that are basically movies.
Yeah. But, like, as a script, it seemed very disjointed, because he tried to include, like, the plants and the big zombie sharks and just all these separate things that you run into in a game capacity that don't really work in a narrative standpoint. Or it just seems like a bunch of shit happening, and at that point, with special effects, it's a bunch of very expensive shit happening.
Yeah, because that would have been like late 90s or something.
Yeah.
Now, this didn't come to fruition or anything?
No, he got taken off the project, and I forget who ended up directing it, but that's how we got the kind of hyper-action movies we got.
Most of those movies are non-canon. Also, hi Oigle, we're doing some album art. So we randomly generated some band name ideas.
I mean, we came up with it with our creative brains.
Yeah, we randomly generated it with our brains, of course. I mean, that is typically how thinking works, I think. At least for me. And that's what we're doing. But most of the Resident Evil movies are not canon. However, I think 2 of them, the ones that follow Leon, Damnation and something else, is I think what they're called. Not literally.
The newer ones?
They were CG.
Yeah.
Those are canon, and I've heard they're actually pretty good. Like, it's actually a pretty good, if you took a game and tried to make it, not the game itself, but like tried to take that and make a movie that still sort of follows how a game would, like the ups and downs of games.
Yeah.
or just like game stories or how like games progress in general, because it is different than a movie.
Right, because the beats it hits are different because it's much more reliant on user input.
Yeah.
Also, I was gonna draw a possum on his shoulder, but can you think of a more irredeemable kind of vermin animal?
I would say something that, like, I can't think of the animal, but it fucks up your yard. It's not a mole, but it's kind of similar. Is it a vole?
Oh, a gopher?
I don't think it's a gopher. But something like that. Something that, just crawls through your yard and fucks it up.
What do you think, chat? What's kind of some,
What are some trash animals?
irredeemable vermin?
You could draw a little Dakota.
Ha ha! I'm
Uh,
gonna.
Don't. He'll get mad. And then we'll have to
I'm
deal
gonna
with
draw
it.
Dakota in like
Yeah, what's up, Dakota?
an angry raccoon costume.
Or is that your recommendation for an irredeemable vermin? I put your Kirby up, by the way. Thank you. No, that's your suggestion. Good. Probably not what you're looking at, but fucking mosquitoes. You know what I hate more than mosquitoes? Fucking like red wasps.
Yeah.
Like
I was
those.
looking like, you know how there are folks who really shouldn't be having any pets at all who are like, I'm gonna adopt a raccoon or whatever.
Or Tiger King.
Yeah, that's the vibe I want to go for with this guy.
Okay, what would be a awful animal to just take in and want to?
Because right now I'm drawing Dakota dressed as a raccoon.
That is an animal I wouldn't want to take into my house.
I have. It's not so bad.
That's true. That's true.
It was short term, but
I don't know what assassin bugs are, but you made me think of what is it? The is it a praying mantis? No. What's the thing that can like bullet punch?
a mantis shrimp?
Yeah, mantis shrimps are scary. Wazahi says, "Do it. Do it as in like invite you in, or draw you as a."
Don't do it. He'll suck your blood.
Yeah.
He'll thrall you. Y'all didn't know this, but his last name is Acula. Dakota Acula.
Oh my god, it all makes sense. It it kind of looks like you have the beginnings of a sad clown. But I guess you do in a way.
Kind of is, but it's a modern day. Ha ha.
For the last time, Dakota, it's not a raccoon, it's a tanuki.
Don't encourage him to have his balls splayed out.
Like he needs reason. Dakota's the reason why we have a pants or a at least underwear rule in 10 paces.
And even those tidy whities are wearing a little thin.
Yeah, you're supposed to replace them every so often. You're not supposed to wear them until they're no longer wearable.
They're basically a sheer fabric at this point.
Yeah, it turned into lingerie because of how thin it got. Like, oh, did you get that from Pink? I don't know where people buy lingerie.
Yeah, I go to the pop star Pink, and she sells me all of my lingerie.
Wait, this is about me. Tidy whities are a sin to me. Well, they're a sin to us too. I know they're a sin to you because you just like to be free, but we gotta have some modesty in this fucking town.
This is what Dakota's eyes look like, right? And he's got that raccoon nose taped on his face.
We told him, you know, April Fool's Day that you have to wear the nose, and then he just didn't take it off.
And then it got kind of gross because it started to fuse into the skin.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rat. What the fuck are they? A king rat? Rat knot? What the fuck are those called? You know what I'm
A
talking
rat
about.
king.
Yeah. It's kind of like a rat king scenario. Don't attack me for my methods. Well, don't have...
Well, yeah, he was always a committed actor. Did study under Daniel Day-Lewis.
And Jared Leto. It was quite a summer camp.
Oh yeah, it took place at Jared Leto's private cult island.
Yep. Have a bonus prompt. What did they really do on that island?
They watched all of the extended Lord of the Rings, including The Hobbit.
Of course.
He knew he couldn't get anybody to watch the extended Hobbit movies, which is why he had to trick them into a cult setting.
That's his whole reasoning.
And he said, I mean, while we've got the time, we're going to learn all the songs that the dwarves sing.
I think you should be able to recite every dwarf's name in order.
Yeah, in order introduced.
Yeah.
Apparently, Tolkien took those from something.
Oh, I don't remember, because I used to know this.
I don't remember if it was like Dutch folklore or something.
An Old Norse poem dating back to 1000 AD called the Elder Edda. Yep.
Huh.
Just an old poem.
Yeah, because it was just him, like, telling stories to his kids and then getting, like, having manic episodes, I guess, after telling his kids bedtime stories and writing everything down.
Tolkien?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Where's Oigle when you need them? They know everything about Lord of the Rings. Not that you don't. Because you do. Because you wrote it. Well,
yeah, I did it.
You ghost wrote it under the name Tolkien.
Yeah, I've been on this earth for a minute.
Where's Urkel what? We were just talking about Lord of the Rings and, like, what the inspirations for it were. Something about telling his kids bedtime stories and, just went fucking nutso on it. I cut my hair,
Cut his hair, so
you just...
There we go.
No,
just the one?
I think a little... I think you need to do a little bit more in the back, because you know about the the thinning.
Oh yeah, give him the Friar Tuck.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, do we want to go into Lord of the Rings? Yeah. If that makes you happy to talk about, then of course we absolutely want to. I too have been here for a long time as a robot war criminal.
Like
I remember something.
Undo that.
Well, as a robot, Nevin's time. Nevin's Timinal. I deadass have...
Nevin's timer.
Yeah. I deadass have my Lord of the Rings Extended Edition on Blu-ray set up to watch right after 10 paces. Oh my god. How appropriate then?
When don't you have that set up to watch?
That's true. Oigle, that's just your bathroom.
Is that just your Monday routine? The door to the bathroom is a giant circle that takes up most of the wall.
You're pretty great. No fucking joke. I 100% do believe that, though. My Latin teacher told me he made his now wife sit through all extended Lord of the Rings movies in one sitting to determine if he should marry her. That's a tough test, to be fair. Like, those movies are long. You gotta pee. What? How did they pee in Lord of the Rings, Oigle? How did they use the bathroom? Are there no bathrooms in Mordor?
Oh, they stewed.
Ew. They just made a stew for 18 hours of movies. There are worse things to play on repeat. Okay. Okay, which Hobbit do you think had the tastiest stew?
Oh, Samwise.
Just easy.
Yeah. He's eating all that rich stuff.
See, that's the thing. Mordor is the bathroom. Ugh. Sam, easy. Plenty of veggies in the diet. Wow. You guys are just a bunch of little agreeers.
Oh yeah, how egregious of us.
Sam, best character. I think Sam, MVP. All P.
Oh, 100%. Sean Astin, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, hit us up. Have your people call our people.
We're our people.
Yeah, so have your people call us.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Sean Astin.
My phone number
Even
is...
if it's for a polite but curt no.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd frame it. Pippin and Merry smoke too much Hobbit weed. No such thing.
It's just tobacco.
Yeah, it's just tobacco.
Though, yeah, that's gonna add a funk to everything.
That's true. It makes it taste. You gotta get some pineapples. Wait, that was wrong. The wrong
Wrong
stew.
side.
Yeah. Strongly debated.
Now, if you're
renaming...
filling a jar, pineapples will certainly help.
Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe put a cool little figurine in it for display purposes.
Yeah, kind of like how they put the snake in the bottle of tequila.
Yeah. How did they get the ship in there? In a ship in a bottle? Did they build the bottle around it?
Yeah.
Takes some talented glass blowers for that.
Easy peasy. Total hard pivot, but I saw some news today. Did you see who Asen just announced as like their musical guest?
No, who?
Kiari Pamu Pamu.
You have to remind me who that is.
Pom pom, way,
Oh.
way, pom.
That's... You know, I never thought about who made that song, but that's fucking cool.
You know, she's got some banging music videos, and like that was kind of her launch, but she's been making like equally weird music videos
Just since.
this whole time.
Wow. Well, good for her. That's awesome.
It's honestly having me rethink my my con plans for the year. So I was going to do Convergence, but now I'm like, I don't think there's any way I can swing both.
Right.
And I don't even know if I can swing like
One.
getting a crew together for Asen this year.
When is it?
Because it's so soon. It's next month.
Oh. Yeah, I would have to have some sort of cosplay. 'Cause I feel weird going to conventions not cosplaying.
Yeah, I thought about like what I could do on like a short notice, and I did come up with some plans.
I mean, I already have my Hank Hill hat.
There you go.
I don't think I could go as Pimp Hank Hill.
I want to make a... Oh, you absolutely could.
You absolutely could, yeah. People have always said if you want an easy cosplay, just do L.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
A more extensive one that I want to do is make a Dune Worm, a Shai Halud, but make it like a Chinese parade dragon.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And so it has like the puppeting mouth, and then people can jump in and help parade Shai Halud around. and I thought that'd be really fun. Then I could put like a little Timothy Chalamet action figure riding on top of it. But another one I thought of today, I want to put together a kid vid from the Burger King Kids Club.
I do not know this. What the fuck is that?
So back in the 90s, Burger King had like a cast of mascot characters for their kids' meals. It was the Burger King Kids Club.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do remember that.
And Kid Vid was obviously the standout character because he was like a cyberpunk kid from the future or something.
I don't know which one that. Oh, it's that one.
It's the one.
Yeah, it's that one. It's the tracer of the group.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, thanks for unlocking that memory, because I fucking forgot about
Or
that.
memory unlocked.
Yeah. We're just tossing back memories here on this show.
Ooh yeah, putting them back.
Nevin says, and I don't know if this is true, the ship's actually collapsed and you use a string to pull it, and if it's collapsed right, it just sets itself back up.
I know that's how you put the masts in there, but I think typically they're actually like model ships that are assembled in the bottle using like forceps.
That sounds awful. That sounds like hell.
That's where the skill comes in.
Yeah. Like, I have a hard enough time. I'm with you, sis. I have a hard enough time threading a needle. I've been working on lighting for a D&D room.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been researching it and whatnot, and it looks like if I want to do it right and how I want to do it, I'm just gonna have to figure out how DJ lighting works.
In what capacity?
I want to have a bunch of, or a couple floodlights for just random colors and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I want to have a light over the table that's going to be some sort of like chandelier that I make that I can hide the light inside of. And then I want to have some like pin spotlights for players.
Oh, neat.
And honestly, not super expensive. Like it's an amount of money, but just a couple $100 to get it looking really nice. And I thought it was going to be like over 1,000.
Oh yeah. Nah, like LEDs and everything have made everything really just so much more accessible. Like It's been a noticeable, like just through cosplay stuff, I've noticed just how much more accessible and easy it is to do any kind of lighting.
Well, I bet
over the past like 10 years.
Yeah, I bet like the advent of 3D printing helps with that. Like Raspberry Pis and whatnot, like little tiny microcomputers probably help with that.
Oh, absolutely.
And we've just gotten a lot more consumer friendly with more intricate things. I just have Wi-Fi light bulbs and use those. I might do that. I've just been looking into stuff. Something that I really like about it is that I'm trying to stay away from those lights that have the little white remote or something like that, where they come with the tiny remotes. I want it all to be...
Get them all Wi-Fi or Bluetooth.
Yeah, I want them all to be functional within the same single thing. And the way that I've been looking it up, you can use a Stream Deck for that.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's essentially just like a control board for whatever you want to plug and play with it.
Yep. I also might get a control board. Just because you can like actually adjust the lighting values and whatnot physically. And that sounds pretty neat.
Nice.
I've always wanted a super cool D&D room, and this was the cheaper option than trying to get a really fancy table.
Yeah. Oh,
Currently making a stand for a TV so I can have the moving D&D maps. Turns out a real cheap way to do it is making a PVC stand for the TV. Huh. I have to think about that because I definitely was looking into making my own table and whatnot. To the point where I even found plans to 3D print a table that's like collapsible and stuff. And it's like it's more like a table riser than an actual table. But that would still be cool.
I mean, if you have access to saws and everything, a couple of friends did build one. And honestly, the way they built it, like, I think they just built it out of
A pre-existing table?
no, out of 2x4, or essentially 2x4s, but like 2x6s. Just kind of built a very simple shape, but they cut a hole out the middle
Yeah.
to mount a TV up inside, and just had a piece of plexiglass over it. And plexiglass is really easily attainable too.
Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking of with a table. So that might be doable.
Yeah.
I was looking into wood because wood's fucking expensive.
Oh yeah, I forgot the prices have changed significantly since they built it.
So I was looking into like reclaimed barnwood or like I saw a bowling alley lane. I don't know how much the like oils and whatnot of the bowling alley like use would affect the wood itself.
I'm sure it'd be fine.
Yeah, it's probably
Good lumber's
treatable.
good lumber.
Right.
And
And
I
it
mean,
was like
it's probably going to be caked in cigarette tar, but
whatever. It can be stripped
it
and
preserves it.
Yeah. It's just extra sealant. I do have a few power tools, Nevins, if you need them or something. But I also I don't really know. I just know that lumber's expensive, but like I don't know what a good price on lumber would be.
It is going down.
Good.
I know. Like during COVID, it's one of those things that hit its peak because woodworking was one of those hobbies, like bread making.
Yeah, and you're stuck at home, might as well improve your house.
Yeah, there's no one out there actually getting the materials.
Say that again. I was
So that's
reading.
where a lot.
I was reading.
There's
chat.
no one out there actually getting the materials.
Yeah, and I also heard that a lot of the lumber plants shut down for a while.
Mm-hmm. The processing, yeah, is where a lot of the bottlenecks came from. And we're still seeing issues with stuff like that to this day.
Yep, we're only now.
I work in clothing decoration, and textiles and supplies are, like, essentially manufacturing supplies across the board are still kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Or just unreliable.
Well, even now we're still facing it with like microchips. Like you're only now able to get a PS5 or Xbox at any sort of commonality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a slow recovery. Just because they couldn't build microprocessors fast enough. And that hit everything.
Hit everything. It hit cars, it hit phones, it hit fucking anything that uses chips, like any smart device. Like
Yeah, basically everything we've been wiring up our homes to do for the past, 5 years or so.
Yep.
Reject modernity. Return to rock.
Yeah. Just go.
I got rid of my garbage disposal, and now I just have a pelican living in my house.
What's its name?
I never asked. He just kind of shrugs and says, "It's a living." I got rid of my bike helmet. Now I just wear a turtle on my head.
Well, I just took the engine out of my car to make it lighter, and now I just run to get a good head start.
Yeah.
Took the engine out. I took the bottom out of my car. I just made
Good
it
way to
as
get cardio, and I don't like to wear shoes anymore because I like to feel connected to the earth.
yeah. We're getting back to where we were, but you like to slap that pavement.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Give
Have you
old mother Gaia that good old spank in the ass? Be like, good game, champ.
have you tried that new restaurant in town?
Oh, the one with the really big ribs?
Yeah, they're like as big as your car.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know where they get the meat, but my dang old car tips over every time. But luckily I can flip it right back because I took the engine block out of it.
Yeah, I didn't think about it whenever I was making those adjustments on my car that, the ribs would probably weigh too much.
Yeah, the kids are calling it stone kidding. We're big stone kidders now.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of stoners.
We're a bunch of bed rockers.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this piece?
I like it.
Good. I'm glad.
It's got some fun colors going on, and I think it definitely, it's simple, but I think it gets the vibe across.
I know what you mean.
Speaking of, if you haven't seen it, I drew something that it's not perfect, but I was pretty happy with. I did an ink drawing of Vi from League of Legends.
Oh, where would I find this?
Over on my personal Facebook and Instagram. So the Facebook is Travisor Art and Design, and the Instagram is Mighty_Travisor.
And you guys can find these socials under the stream. Just click that little button.
Yeah, easy peasy. You don't even have to remember what I said a second ago.
Nope.
Because I don't.
No need to clip it either.
Don't you dare.
And I would show you that picture chat, but I'd rather you give this page a look.
Yeah, and while you're at it, since you're going to Facebook and Instagram anyway, why not give old 10 Paces a follow down there? And our Twitter too, even though I don't know if... I guess Twitter's not going anywhere.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I guess.
Well, they did just recently lapse the... Didn't the check marks lapse recently?
Yeah, Musk is no longer... He stepped down as acting
Did you really?
chairman. Yeah, because they were mean to him and bullied him off of his own platform.
Wow. Like, if you really aren't bullshitting me, that's pretty crazy.
Because he's a petulant child and he thought he was going to be like this cool kind of anti-hero coming up, but
yeah,
he really doesn't realize just how unpopular he is.
I don't think so. But yeah, they just did they get rid of the verified check marks and now it's just the ones that people buy?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If they still keep that, whatever. I
think the White House...
I thought I wouldn't have to worry about the site anymore.
Yeah. I think the official White House page said that they weren't going to buy a check mark.
What would be a good background color here?
I was like, wow.
Put in
Finally, the government's using our money sensibly.
Took them long enough.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, better get your finishing touches in. You're in the last 2.5.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Then I'll just throw a gradient on top of it and call it a day. Because gradients make things look good without much effort.
That's right. And that's what we're about here on 10 Paces.
Low effort.
High content.
Except it does take some skill to apply the gradient correctly in order for it to
not look like shit.
any good.
To not look like.
So I think I've got about a luck there.
Oh, you got the skill. Keep trying.
Maybe overlay. And... yeah, that looks okay.
Dakota, what do you think of your portrait?
Make this an overlay. Maybe I'll make it a multiply. And then I'm just gonna recolor this text here.
What color are you feeling?
I don't know. Something that has to stand out. Something in like a
bright
orange, yeah. Or like a brick orange. I just have to select it in order to change it. Unless there's a fill tool on what I have selected. I don't think there is.
There's one more thing you have to add.
What's that?
You gotta add, unless you think otherwise, a parental advisory stick.
Oh, you're right. He might say some cusses.
Yeah. Talk about the man. Because we all know Walmart censors the man.
Oh, I know. So, do one of those. Make a multiply layer. I do miss some automated drop shadows that Photoshop has.
Wait, you have to do it in a weird way?
Yeah.
Oh. Like Photoshop's drop shadows make sense to me. I never thought about how
Clip doesn't have it as far as I know, or at least not in the same way.
not with that little like circle dot that
Just
you can change
it being a I think they call it blending in Photoshop. I don't remember.
Speaking of blending, kind of a tangent. Blender, I think 3.5's coming out. They're adding a bunch of like people, like model things. They have like a hair tool and stuff.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that because that
It's
sounds
those little
pretty
touches
neat.
that make everything so much easier.
Yeah, instead of having to like individually do each strand, you can sort of tell it and adjust it.
Yeah. When I was a very young artist, I thought I had to do everything myself and realized I was just working really inefficiently. And it's like tools like that, automated tools that really just help with workflow so much. Like, it's good to know kind of how to do it from a base level, but that's not what you want to be doing every time.
Yeah, it's good to figure out how it works and then figure out that you don't have to do it that way.
To get an understanding on it, so you can use it, but don't necessarily have to lean on it.
Yep. It's good to understand your tools, but not rely on them.
Yeah, I think we got. I don't know. I'd call it the best album of 2023.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on what the viewers think, but I would have to agree
Hey.
with you on that.
Get at us, Pitchfork. Get at us, Anthony Fantano.
Yeah, Fantano. Come on, come at us. Successful. Could you zoom out a little bit?
Yeah.
There we go. Wait, a little more. Perfect. Yep. Now we got the whole picture. Dope. I would listen to it. And you said it was folk punk?
That's what I'm thinking.
I would agree with
At
that.
least that's what the name Beggars and Thieves tells me.
Yeah. Well, everyone.
Should we give him a few riffs?
Give him a few riffs? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the cops stole my meth and I'm really mad about it. That's just the hook from our single.
Yeah. Fuck. Did we have a name for that one yet?
The cops stole my meth and I'm really mad about it.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that was a working title. Maybe.
I figured it's just circle gets a square. Just might as well.
Yeah.
First thought, best thought.
That way you know what you're in for.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to...
There's...
Yeah?
Drop my crack pipe on the arcade floor.
There's a... Mom found my stash and now I've got more.
There's... You shouldn't mix benzos with gas station tacos.
And who
But
could,
yeah,
who could forget my dealer got busted by me?
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
That one's really heartfelt.
Yeah, that's our ballad. Middle of the album, you know, really a turning point in it. Anyway, if you guys want to hear that, just keep your eyes peeled to our Patreon, and you might see something someday.
Yeah, look for us on Bandbox.
Yep.
On ListenTube.
On Audio Cloud. Audio.
Yeah, we got a really
Audio
great,
Nimbus
distributor. But go give that a listen. Anything else?
Go watch some of our VODs. We had a fun time last week doing our 1-year anniversary.
That VOD's not up.
Oh, that's true.
But
we'll get there.
Keep an eye on that YouTube. It'll be up there shortly.
Yeah, yep. In all of its glory.
Yeah, so should we sing the people out with our closeout track?
Yeah, I think so.